Hi Capricorn, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective reading. Now, instead of doing the usual self-reflection reading, I am going to do a Celtic cross for you. Apologies that we didn't get a reading out to you earlier in the week. I've kind of hit a bit of I'm a bit bored of doing the self-reflection ones, and I'll be honest, and the finance ones. So I'm looking to change up my readings, which is why we're doing a Celtic cross today. If there are any particular types of readings that you would want to hear from me, please pop it in the comment section. I'm looking to expand my reading selections. So it might be that we still do self-reflection and finance. It might be every other month for them. But yeah, I'm just looking to expand, do something a bit different. If not, I'm just going to start exploring a few new spreads. So yeah, so we'll get into this for you. So I'm going to start by pulling you an angel number and give us a rough idea of just kind of like an overall theme really for your reading. So we have got 888 for yourself then, abundance. You're in harmony with the universe. Abundance is coming to you. Brilliant. So let's get your Celtic cross spread. So if I don't put all of the cards in all at once, it just kind of flops backwards. Need some cardboard in there or something. Right. So Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for what's going on for Capricorn? And what's coming in for Capricorn? So what's going on for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Jumping all over the place. It's not a bad thing. Can we get some more cards, please, Spirit? And one more. Thank you. Beautiful. Let's just move them over a little bit. Okay. Okay, so it looks to me like you've been trying to release some sort of burden, very much wanting to put it down. You've been carrying on to it for a long time. Could potentially have even been overwhelming you a little bit. So you're very much trying to work out how to release this, how to put it down, how to move forward. If not working it out, you are very much trying your hardest to release it. So it looks as though it might have something to do with communication or possibly moving itself. This is very much a big obstacle that has been in your way. So to me, I mean, if you have a look at both cards, it's just very much moving closer and closer to this beautiful little castle filled with towers. So it does look very much to me as though communication may have been a big or is a big blocker for you. Possibly if you're wanting to, depending on how you want to release your burden, it could be maybe you're burdened with living in a particular area and you're wanting to move away, and movement itself could be a massive issue. So either one for you, it's either going to be literally communication either not happening or not being particularly, how do I put it, like miscommunicated, missing the mark, not really being very articulate, possibly being misinterpreted, just not happening at all, or very much you needing to move. Now, your goal is to very much have a new start. You're very much wanting to have this new start, and it is the wands are the action suit. So very much wanting to potentially move, have something that you're passionate towards, but very much starting something new, having that new new energy, new feelings, new starts to things. Um, so yeah, could be very much moving into something brand new, moving itself. Travel as well is indicated with the wand decks. And the reason behind that, so we do have a page of wands behind it. So again, that could be maybe travel has just been delayed. It's very much looking like movement itself. Now, it might not be travel delayed. It could have been a person, somebody with a very immature kind of energy behind them, possibly somebody younger, somebody that's not emotionally experienced. But they were very flirty, very fun, but they weren't particularly loyal potentially. And it could be that you're trying to move out of that state. You want maybe something a bit more mature, very much moving. You want something new, but something that's not quite so immature, so limited, so constricting, because it does feel like it was very constricted, it didn't go anywhere with this page of wands. It was very short-lived, kind of constricted. Now in your past, it showed me that you had a lot of options. You potentially very frozen by the amount of options around you as well. And to you, that could have felt like a massive burden, because sometimes having so many options, making sure that you pick the right one, can be a really big burden to people. Now, maybe you had this immature energy, maybe you were in and out of people's lives, possibly making your choice, making your selection. Again, we've got that, it's that reoccurring beautiful tower there. This tower that's on the wands deck, or castle, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, very much trying to make your mind up about what you particularly wanted. You may have been doing a lot of daydreaming in the past, potentially hesitating over which is the best option for you. And it may not have gone down well. And you know what? I honestly think this may have something to do with moving, because there's a lot of properties in these. Potentially, part of your choices could have been about a move, finding a new home. Maybe you've been doing some traveling and you found somewhere you want to move to, and the challenge has been communicating it to people, friends and family members. But going into the future, we have an Empress. So, very much having an abundant mindset, feeling empowered, very much being, I want to say being fertile, but doesn't obviously mean that you have to be having children. Just means that you've got that fertile mindset. You could be growing your own. You could be developing new ideas, new creative projects, you could be building a house kind of thing. Very much you making things here with this Empress energy. Now, it could also be a person coming into your life, a mother figure possibly. It could be somebody that maybe you're going to have children with someone, and that could be the new start that you're wanting. It could be a number of things. I don't think it's about pregnancy, because I don't seem to have anything else out here about pregnancy, I'll be honest. I think it is very much somebody birthing new ideas and having that new creative start. And like I say, very much possibly moving into that. It could very well be that maybe you've been stuck and you're just now finding your feet and you're empowering yourself with what's coming in the future, very much knowing what it is that you want after you've sat there and you've made all those decisions, gone through all of your different options, and then making that your mind up. Now, how you're seeing it, you're looking at things at the minute within yourself as being, you're learning, you're on a journey of learning, you're on a journey of discovery. Very much feeling a little bit unsure of things, very much trying to work your way through things. The Page of Pentacles is like an apprentice, or very much a learner. And they're going slow, but they're going to be very skilled and they're going to be very abundant. So, whatever it is that you're doing, you are feeling that you're on the right path, that this is going to be the right way to get abundance. You're feeling really good and confident within yourself and that you're on the right track and that you're learning what you need to, which is absolutely fabulous. Now, we do have somebody in your energy that is trying to manifest things for you. They could even be trying to manifest you, very much here depicted by the magician. So they are trying to bring about a new start. Now, you may not even realize that they're doing it. You may not know who this magician is. You might know who the magician is, but you might not know what they're doing in the background. This is very much somebody outside of your influence. It's somebody that is influence, it has an influence on you, but you don't know it. You don't know about what's going on. It could very well be that maybe, for instance, you're a boss at work, or not a boss, maybe you're an employee, and this could be your boss bringing about some sort of opportunity for you to then have a promotion, because that would obviously be forward movement into something new. It could be somebody's going to offer you a job in a different part of the country, which gives you the excuse to then find a house and move where you need to if you're looking for an excuse. It could be if you're looking for a new start in love, and this could be you going through your options. It could be somebody that's been doing a lot of manifesting, and they could be manifesting you into their life. The magician's very much there. He's trying to have a new start, and it's choosing what he wants from that new start, picking whatever he wants. And it does look to me like somebody's trying to create a new start for you, maybe trying to influence the new start that you're having. So where you want this particular new start, they may be going, actually, no, you need a new start in an Ace of Swords or an Ace of Pentacles. Kind of, you want truths, not action. You want emotions from the cups, not action and creativity and moving. Somebody might be trying to dictate how you have that new start. Whoever it is, they're very self-confident, they're very driven, and they feel like they can make it happen. So just be careful if you've got somebody in your energy that is trying to make you do what they want you to. It might not be anything malicious. It might be that they're just trying to help you have that new start. But it does look like they are trying to create some sort of opportunity for you. But whether it's going to be the one you want is yet to be seen. Well, obviously, is yet to you'll find out, won't you, when it happens. Now, in your hopes and fears, you're hoping that you get emotional fulfillment, and you're scared that you end up giving too much of yourself and not getting as much back. You may even be a bit of an empath as well, so you could be scared of taking on other people's burdens, feeling too much of them. To me, this feels very much like you're hoping you don't end up with burnout by overgiving. Maybe this is something where you're looking for a new job, for instance, you want to have that emotional fulfillment, but you don't want to overwork yourself and have burnout. If you're looking for a new house, you want somewhere that is going to make you happy. You're not going to settle for just anything. You want a house that you're going to call your home. You want something that is going to make you happy in an area that you're going to be happy with, and not something where you end up giving away too many concessions to somebody else that might be moving with you. So maybe you're in a partnership and one of you wants to move 50 miles away from everything you might want to stay local. And it's trying to bring it together. So where do you end up? You don't, you want that move, you want that new start, but do you move 50 miles away just because your person does and leave all your support system behind, Or do you get them to compromise and be a bit closer? So yeah, you still might have a bit of traveling to do, but what's 50 miles compared to 10 miles or 20 miles? Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So it could just be that you might be worried that you might give out too much to other people and not necessarily get things back as much. Now, we do have a world card as your outcome. So whatever this is, it is going to be an end to a chapter. But it is a slow end to a chapter. It's like it's being drawn out. So to me, it looks like you are going to get a new start, but this ending, this releasing whatever this burden is going to be a drawn out process, because right after this world card, when that's ended, that's when you get your aces, you know? So it does look as though it is going to come in for you, but it's going to take some time to get there. So looking at things here, it does look as though you've got a bit of a journey to go on, a bit of, you know, you've got some learning to do. Communication, especially if you're looking, like I'm saying, if you're looking at moving with somebody and you've got to have that concession, you know, you're going to have to learn to communicate, not give everything away. You know, so you've got that give and take. But making sure that you're communicating what you want as well, very much. I know that can be a bit of a challenge. Making sure that communication is clear, not being misconstrued. But yeah, you've got a fantastic future ahead of you. Whether, like I say, whether this Empress is going to be a person coming in after you've closed this chapter out, or whether they're going to help you close the chapter, or whether you're becoming this Empress, you know, putting your foot down on certain parts of your life, making sure you get what you want. Because if you've got this person here, the Magician, trying to bring in things for you, is it a case where you need to take control for yourself and tell them, no, it's my life, I'll do what I want, because at the end of the day, it's you that's got to live it, you know? But yeah, but definitely coming to an something is going to be coming to an end. So it definitely looks as though you'll be releasing this burden. It does just look like it is going to be a little bit drawn out there. Right, let's get you some Moonology cards so we can see if there's any, if I can give you a time scale on things. We get one more. Okay, so we've got waxing moon. So certain things are going to be reoccurring to you most months, or every month around the waxing moon. Now, whether you'll feel that that's a bit of a, you know, whether you just feel the burden on you at that point, whether it's communication issues at that point, or whether it's just that you learned something new each month. You know, you're going to have something happening each month around the waxing moon. We've got a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. And mediate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So potentially then having to talk to other people and do that communication when that new moon is in Pisces. So we're looking around the 28th of February for that. Your new moon in Aquarius. So 28th, oh no, sorry, that's new moon in Sagittarius. So the new moon in Sagittarius here, so that could have already happened. It could be something that's already started off. So it could have been something in November, December last year. It could be something coming up in December this year. So you could find that you close that cycle out around December, roughly around the 20th. And then we've got the full moon in Libra as well. Again, for that, we are looking at, where's Libra? So April, 13th of April. So quite a bit of a thing, you know, different times there, but you could find that you have key moments happen at different points throughout there. Like I say, you could have been going through your options already. That past bit could be, you know, November, December of last year with the new moon in Sagittarius. But yeah, so anywhere up to December then is when you could potentially find that you do end up completing this cycle. I've got a feeling it could possibly be December because you've got the world there in the reverse. So it is a bit of a dragged out kind of close, but it is something that is going to come to a close for you. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Capricorn. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've already pressed subscribe and you haven't pressed that notification bell, if you press that, it will let you know when I do post new content. Again, if you do have any preferences on what kind of readings that you want to hear from me, please pop it in the comments. It would be great to hear from you, and I will see what I can do. Good luck, and thank you very much for joining me.